A Remington semi-auto. Let me take this off. Yeah, so we got the shelter up. Basically what it is, it's just it's a lean-to, basically. I had a 6-foot long skid, 6 by 4 maybe, not quite 4. And I had another one that was 5 by about 4, the same width. And I had some more that they were thinner, they weren't as heavy, but standing upright, they were standing up about as high as this here, which was great. So I wire tied it, well, using real wire, baling wire, to the fence post, to the fence top there. I drill holes in the wood and just wrap, and then we lift it up and then put the other ones under it, and I screwed those in. And that was basically it. And then we just had to take a tarp. Well, I had an old tarp over here that was like 60 by 100. It's been around here for I don't know how long. I don't even remember what I was using it for, to be honest with you. Oh, I think it was when we were building the addition here. I used it as a cover until I got the roof on. However, we had cut it up so into different sizes, more manageable, so it was able to fit. So we draped it over the fence, and I put some patio blocks up down there to hold it. We brought it over the fence, over the gizmo. I'll show it to you. Over the skids, and then down the other side. And I had about, I don't know, 2 feet on the other, down on the ground. So we took more patio pavers and brought it down snug, placed them down around it, took the staple, the hammer type, stapled it, and then went into the Sturbridge house over there and got some scrap lumber, and I laid it down here and there on the planks, and then I on the skids on the top side of the tarp, and screwed it down with some screws, and that's also holding that tarp down, because I didn't want to use just the staples. When it gets windy, it starts blowing around, the staples are just going to tear out. So this here way, it'll prevent them from tearing out, plus it'll also hold. So it's about 4 feet. It's as wide as this, maybe a little bit wider. And it's about 1.5 of these in length. And about this high, a little bit of an angle, and it's all done. So they can walk in there. All right, it's a grass area, and they can do their thing. And the back side of it, even though it's kind of snug, we put a little angle on it going to the fence so they can walk out that way if they want. But it'll also help the wind from blowing in that way. Plus, if we have to go in there to pick up the poo, which we will, it's not going to be a big deal for us to get in there. So anyway, that's done. Alright, this is a Remington. I may put an extension tube on it, I don't know. It's a 20 gauge. I'm downsizing. I've got 1, maybe 5, 6, I really don't know. 12 gauge. Semis, pumps, nothing over, under, or side by sides. I got a little 410 just to kind of have it, and then I started downsizing to the 20s. 20 gauges was going to do the trick, and it's not going to knock anybody on their ass, as far as the shooter. I mean, Darlene can handle, if she had to, the 12 gauge, only because she's used to it. However, if you're going to use it for defense, and you think your wife may be using it, don't be giving her a big 12 gauge to screw around with. Give her a 20. It's gonna work. You know, depends on the shot that you're gonna put in it. Yeah. So if you're putting birdshot in any of them, shame on you. Yeah, if you hit him in the face, a good possibility that you'll blind him or something, but yeah, you need something heavier anyway. Alright, so anyway, I gotta find my stuff. That's what I gotta find. Where the hell did I put it? I think I left it out there. Let me go in the other room here and use it. Spray cleaner, lubricant, and I usually use that, and I'm out of it. So I'll use some brake clean, but I got to be careful because I don't want to get it on the furniture. And now I'm going to grab something I normally, well, I use them, but I normally don't just use them. I usually the snakes. I don't know if I have it. Yeah, I should have. Let me see here. Well, that's not a 20 gauge. These aren't that great. It's only got one set of brushes in it. Wow, that sucks. That'd be good for the AK. Okay, now what's this big bad boy? This looks like a 12. I can probably squeeze that one through here. Yeah, might get a little rough at the end. What's this one? Ooh, it looks like a 223-556 or 22. Yeah. About all the same. Anyway, that's where we're at. Okay. I really don't like using this. It works great, it really does, but sometimes it'll prematurely wear out your furniture. When we went to the range on Monday, I don't know, I must have put 25 rounds through it or so. And I did take the body cam with me. However, we were shooting at targets that were way the hell out there. I wanted to get some of the, I wanted to run some of them because I didn't want to just bring them there and look at them. I wanted to run them. And I didn't want to be there all day. As it is, we were there for about 3 hours, which was okay. But if I started running back and forth with the cameras, we still would have been there. And you know, you see one target, you see them all. So I put the body cam on the bench, turned it on. You may hear us talking a little bit. You may, well, you're going to hear the firing of the firearms or the shotguns and whatever else it was we were shooting. But there's really not much there except you're looking downrange. You know, now with this one, I was with the two. I got two. One, two, three. Yeah, two. I brought two shotguns, two 20 gauges. I brought this one and the Escort. And I was at the 150 feet plates. Well, they got the plates, they got the little characters that you hit them, they come back up, you know, they got all kinds of stuff there. It's a nice little range. Well, it's not a little range, big range. But anyway, you know, and sometimes you may hear it, but you're not going to really see what's going on down there. So again, like I say, I'll look at it, and we'll see what we come up with. Meanwhile, let me soak this down and run this through. I may put a little in there, but normally I would put it in the barrel and run this through, but I'm not crazy about using, brake clean. I don't mind using it, you know, on the actions and the metal parts and stuff, barrel. I just don't like it to get on the furniture because, like I say, you know, sometimes it can mark it. And I like to try to keep my shit looking good. I mean, when I can. Now we're going to try to pull a 12 gauge through a 20. Looks like it's going to work. Bingo! Well, that went smooth enough. Now, let me see something here. Let me see. I don't have my bore scope with me, but there's ways around it. What did I do with that little white card? Ah, here it is. Put something white on the back side and the little chamber part with the light reflecting on it. Where are you? Here you are. And then look down the barrel. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yep. Yep. See, usually I don't cut these up until they're a little bit worse shape than this, but we gotta do what we gotta do. I can be walking around all day looking for towels and rags, so let me just cut it up. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this one as full as I can. Let's get some like hand towel size here. Yeah. So anyway, I mentioned before I took a video on it. I went down there and I filled up a lot of potholes. So I was going to go down the following Monday afternoon and load them up with some more so they could actually heat a little bit. So if it rained or cars driving over it, it would really help pack it down. Well, I didn't make it. We had a couple days of bad weather. Next thing you know, I didn't get down there. I went down about a week and a half later because I was going to clean the galley or the kitchen. And I'm driving through there. We had a couple bad days, no rain things. And the potholes, half of them are back again. So I got to find out something. I got to find out if we actually own that driveway or not, or do we just have the right of way on it, and who does own it. I don't mind bringing the tractor down there if the person that owns it, the town or the military or whoever it is, if they own it, and then if you want to buy the process, just drop it off, and we get a couple of ton, and I'll take care of the potholes with it. Or are we responsible for it? We may not own it, but still be responsible for it. And if that's the case, I can talk to the board the next meeting. And I don't want to have them do anything to where they're going to start saying, well, let's just do this or let's just do that. Meaning, well, we've been talking about asphalting it, you know, for the last, you know, or we've been, you know what, why don't we just do the whole thing and bring in, you know, 10 tons or 20 yard rather, and do the whole thing over again. I don't want to do anything to where it's going to put an assessment on our yearly dues. You know, you get tired of assessments after a while.